And I remember attending the Enagic Convention 2019 in San Diego last year, and sitting at my chair, I saw this very good looking, okay, very good looking, and I don't believe he looks his age. Seriously, he looks way much younger than he's supposed to be. Maybe later, let's ask him how old is he or what's his age. I don't like to say how old are you. I just like to say, what's your age, you know, because nobody's old. And he looks, wow. I was like, wow, this guy, Vietnamese. And I actually personally have a long history with the Vietnamese community because way back before Enagic, my previous network marketing, I was one of the early pioneers to go into the Vietnam market, especially in Ho Chi Minh City, and started building. And I know, guys, it's not easy, guys. If ever any one of y'all, afterwards you can ask Dang himself, if you all want to know how to go into the Vietnamese market, it's not easy. He will nod his head with you, but of course he has a secret formula. But worse off, being a foreigner, I'm not a Vietnamese, going in there trying to work that market, it's not easy. But I tell you, if you manage, and if, the question is if you manage to get something started, it is it's not even a Ferrari, it's a rocket. It's like a supersonic rocket jet, okay? And so anyway, cut the story short, in Enagic, I started a little bit in the Vietnamese market, and I'm very happy to say that things are going well. But when I saw this person walking up on stage, collecting his check, and it was a $100,000 US check for a 6A2-5 achievement, I said, hey, I need to learn something from him. Okay, so anyway, fast forward to today, after the coronavirus lockdown, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed, I'm so thankful, grateful, Dang, for you willing to share your experience with us, willing to spend a little bit of your time. I know you are super busy. You know, we have been shifting the dates a few times already because of his very hectic schedule. And this guy is amazing. He is the epitome of success in a network marketing industry. I like to bring and present to you my friend. I call him my friend now because we are now more engaging. I hope we can have more things in the future together. I like the Vietnamese pho and banh mi as well. So let's put our hands together and welcome our one and only, all the way from California, United States of America, Mr. Dang Nguyen. Hey, how are you, Dang?
I'm doing great, Greggy. Oh my God, awesome. It's powerful. I love every single speak that you presented on Convention Global before. It's amazing. I love your energy and inspire a lot. So thank you so much for inviting me to this Zoom tonight. And first of all, I would like to welcome everyone and send it the warmest welcome to the KPT and my team as well. And it's such a pleasure for me to be here tonight to share my own experiences and secret tips, as you mentioned earlier, on my success trip with the success journey with the Enagic for the past 5 years. And let me introduce myself. My name is Dang Nguyen. I'm currently living in California, and I came to USA 26 years ago when I was 20 years old. As you mentioned, you can guess how old I am right now, right? But since I drink any water and Ukon supplement, it does help me a lot. So no wonder why a lot of Kangen people look so young compared to their real age, right? Just like Gary, he's like energetic, a lot of energy. You're like 21 years old forever, right? Yeah. And by the way, I would like to say happy belated birthday to Gary again.
Thank you.
Leaders in Malaysia and other countries all around the world. And this is the first time I have a chance to talk to you. We never chit-chat before in the past, but like a couple of months ago, you invited me for the Zoom. Okay, this guy is very cool. Why not? Just, you know, to be part of it. We are part of Enagic family, right? We like big friends, and that's the way we build the relationship in all around the country, all around the world. And when it came to USA, I started working for McDonald's restaurant as a dishwasher, and working for electrical company as an assembler. At that time, I didn't know how to speak English at all. So I chose a career which is called nail technician or manicurist. So I worked in nail industry for 3 years before I decided to go back to college to learn my English and other classes. So I spent like 4 years for undergrad to get my bachelor degree. And after that, I transferred to pharmacy school to get my doctorate degree in pharmacy. So I graduated in 2005, which is like 15 years ago. And I worked for a retail setting as a pharmacist for almost 15 years. And 5 years ago, I was invited to the global convention by my upline, who is John Mai. He was trying to convince me so many times. He talked a lot about the Kangen water. I did not believe in him at all. I was so skeptical as a pharmacist. You know, I doubt about it. I don't trust you. At that time, he didn't show me the demo. I didn't understand the 3 units properties of Kangen water. I didn't understand about the value of the Kangen water machine. But since I attended Enagic Global Convention in June 2015, it's opened my mind. I saw the vision of the Enagic. I step in. After 5 years, I got a lot of tremendous success, like you see right now, with thousands of people all around the world joining my team. And as you mentioned, yes.
Sorry, can I just stop you there for a while, just to ask one question on behalf of the people that are listening to you right now. What was it in that convention that was the turning point in your life? You were so against it, like you said, you don't believe as a pharmacy and all that. What did you see in the convention that like changed your mind?
It's very good questions. Before I attended the global convention in June 2015, I had worked for the other anti-Asian network company. John Mai and the other upline and my downline were struggling in that networking business. And we was like stuck in the tunnel. There was no light. Like I couldn't see the light in the darkness or in the tunnel at all. But my friend, John Mai, who kept convincing me, Dan, you should go to the convention to see there's another new word out there. There's another opportunity out there we can catch. Why not give you a chance? Go there and see it. So, of course, at first I denied it, but then he was trying to convince so many times, I made up my mind to go to that convention. And when I attended the convention in June 2015, I saw a lot of elderly people who was rewarded, who were like recognized on the stage to receive like $100,000 check, $50,000 check. Not only them, but also their sons, like Mr. Eli. He received $100,000 check. Do you remember Gary back then?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Eli received the $100,000 check.
Yes.
His son, like $50,000 check, $25,000. His wife, whoever, the whole family got the reward from the Enagic. And I saw like 65% of the audience back then was like elderly people.
Elderly, yes, you are right.
Older. I was wondering what this water helps them, you know? Of course, I could have the answer, okay, this water does really work for the elderly people. That's why they get involved in the business. That's why they send this Kangen water to their elderly community. If they can do it, I'm younger than them, I could do it. I was struggling with the network with very strict maintenance, monthly qualification. As you know, if whoever joined the other network, you could tell, there's no other network can compare to the Enagic. Our product, Enagic product, is phenomenal, and our competition plan is amazing that attract a lot of like networkers out there. So when I understand about that, it's opened my mind. I opened the gate from the other tunnel to escape, and also, you know, convince other people escape from the health. Okay, I call it the health. As you know, a lot of people like were struggling with that, right? So that's how I came up with this. Yes.
One more thing. So are you saying that then in that convention you came, but you were you were skeptical of the product because of your background as a pharmacy, but you were not skeptical because of the industry of network marketing, I assume. Am I right to say that? Because you were already from a previous network marketing company. So you are okay with network marketing, but you just have some skepticism on the product. Are you telling me that way?
That's correct. As you know, a pharmacist career, it makes a lot of good money, right? 6-figure income, 100K and above. But I saw a lot of pharmacists getting laid off, or cutting the budget, cutting the hours. A lot of pharmacists not working full time anymore. So 5 years ago, I saw that problem already. So I was like wondering, you know, I don't want to be in that situation. One day when I'm getting old, the company kicked me out. You know, I was scared, but who's going to pay for my housing? Who's going to pay for my life later on? So I was still looking for opportunity. And when I saw Enagic, oh my God, I saw the new vision. I saw the mission for Mr. Zero. And I am the person who volunteered, who's the pioneer to get into the business. And from there, we just developed the team so fastly, like within 5 years, you see that our team, like, I think one of the best growing team in Enagic company, right?
Seriously. Guys, if some of y'all probably are very new and you don't know Dang, I want to reaffirm, yes, his team. And the thing that I liked about it is there's a lot of, how should I say, uniformity. And you can see every convention that they go, they will be all dressed in the Vietnamese, how do I say? National costume. Is that your national costume?
Right.
Yeah, like your national. Wow, you can see, and yes, they are amazing. Seriously, but Dang, okay. So from okay, let me ask you another question. How many of your previous networker in your networking company before actually followed you to Enagic? Was it like majority or minority or none? Or what's your take on that?
In my team, majority of people from other networking business. All the leaders who achieved 6A 2.3 in my team right now, who came from the other networking business. So most of them from the other anti-aging company that I used to work with.
Okay.
And, you know, we started only 3 members. Now we got like over 80,000 people all around the world already in my team.
Wow.
And we also have like 19 members who joined the 6A 2.3 and above club. I call Millionaire Club, okay? So that we consider for 2.3, right? You agree? Yeah. So that's how it works. It's so simple. And our company has only 3 unit products, you know, which are Kangen water machine, sour system and a spar, and Ukon supplement. And we use them all. We believe in that. So that's why we grow the team with our phenomenal products. If we get back to you, yeah.
Amazing. Just 1 second, Dang. I kind of lost Jeffrey. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Sorry about that interruption. Jeffrey, are you there, Jeffrey? Jeffrey? Let me see. Jeffrey, are you there?
Yeah. I have
okay.
A bit of connection problem, guys.
You kind of scare me suddenly. I don't see you on the, because I'm not looking at the chat box at all, you know.
All right, I'm monitoring all the way, Dang. Okay. I'm learning from you today.
Awesome. Okay, guys, for all of y'all who are on this call, it's not every day you find a 6A2-5 from Enagic spending 2 hours of his time and giving you some very golden nuggets, and he is responsible in 80,000 people in his organization. Okay, it's not every day you have this. I strongly suggest you do this. Okay, have a paper and a pen next to you. Okay, and when something resonates with you, something makes sense to you, something gives you an aha moment, please write it down, because it could be a golden nugget from Dang, but that golden nugget could multiply into a golden empire for you. So please don't waste this opportunity. You're going to sit with us until about 1. Okay, don't worry, I won't drag you until 10 midnight tonight, 12 midnight. Okay, it's going to be only up to 1 maximum, because I've got another meeting to go to after this. So if you are going to sit with us for this timing, make sure these 2 hours of your time is highly productive. You learn something, and then after that, put it into action. You don't need to take all 20 or 30 things that Dang shares with you all in. Even if you do one thing that Dang shares with you and you do it consistently, I guarantee you, you'll make it as a millionaire. All right. So, okay. Anyway, coming back to Dang. So Dang, how long did it take you from 0A, like a new member, and how long did it actually take you all the way to a 6A?
It took 3 months for me to achieve 6A rank.
Wow.
You know, at the beginning, I didn't know how to do a demo. You know, every Thursday night, I invited my prospect or my guest to the Daniel D. McCauley seminar, which is held in Fountain Valley City in California. Every Thursday night, I brought my prospect to over there. That's how I started. And after 3 months, when I became 6A, then I started learning how to do a Kangen water demo. And I close deals all the time. You know, as a pharmacist, you might be knowledgeable. You know a lot of scientific studies about clinical whatever. But if you don't do a demo, it's really hard to convince your prospect to let them see the value of the Kangen water machine, to let them see the 7 different types of water. What does it do to our body? What's the health benefit from using the Kangen water machine? So since I know the technique, how to do a short demo within 30 minutes effectively, I transform it to myself. I saw the reality that most of the time I close deal with that demo. I continue teaching my downline. I do the same thing with the same platform and formulas. Very simple, very easy to understand. That reason why we can grow and teach a lot of people do a demo. And right now, our team, we have thousands of people do a demo on daily basis. That's how it works. Instead of inviting people to the seminars once a week or once a month, you're losing the chance. What if your prospect available right now? If you don't do a demo, you call people around, they're not available. What are you gonna do? You have to step up to learn a Kangen water demo. That's why I'm keep teaching my downline do the same thing. That's why our team growing so fast, because we always saw our prospect the value of Kangen water machine. Why it's cost $4,000, $5,000? Why this is called medical device? And the lifespan of this machine lasts over 25 years. Do the calculation for them to see how much does it cost per day. And if you analyze this in the correct way, you can close deals easily. That's how I'm doing with my team. As you know, right now at the moment, I just counted last night, we do have 468 accounts. 468 accounts in my organizations. 86A2 accounts. 36A2, that's 2 accounts. And 156A2.3 and 36A2.4 and me 6A2.5.
Wow. Guys, are y'all listening to this? Some people take 5 years to become a 6A. Some people take 5 years. I still remember, Dang, I'm not sure if you remember, one time, you know, I was one of those that, similar like you, I came from a networking background. I kind of know roughly what are the things that we need to do. So I became a 6A in 4 months, but that was way back in 2011. And I still remember going for my first big convention in November 2011. It was in Germany. Enagic Hong Kong gave a contest that I won, and I got a fully paid trip to Paris. And then I see all these people like you mentioned, right? All the elderly people, like, but I was impressed because even elderly people can. And then I still remember asking one guy, and I said, hey, how long have you been doing the business? 8 years. 8 years. What's your rank now? 5A. I was like, oh, you know, but I'm not saying that, listen guys, I'm not saying that it's a matter of whether they are good or not. There's no such thing as a good or not thing. I'm saying that, hey, I have brought to you in front here a guy that has, like, I don't know what, Dang, you just mentioned 400 6As, right? 400. Can you imagine people struggle to be a 6A in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever, 20 years? And this guy here have 400 6As in his organization. So you better be listening out loud. You better be listening out loud. Okay, so then can I ask you a question? You said that it took you 3 months to be a 6A. And in that 3 months, you were bringing people to Daniel Dimacali's house because only after 3 months, you started learning the demo, right? Did I get you right?
Yes, correct.
So if in that 3 months, you were just bringing people to Daniel Dimacali once a week, could that boost up your momentum, or how did it go? Because there's only once a week, or somebody else was already doing the demo. How did it work?
Okay, back then I was working full time as a pharmacist. Okay. And then every Thursday night I brought my prospect. However, I spent a lot of time during the day before I was going to work, and after or during the break. I always think about Kangen water business all the time. I call my downline, my prospect, whatever time I have free time at lunch or during the break, 15 minutes break, I keep calling them. And you know, I kept helping my team to close deals and explain about the business compensation plans, about the business opportunity, about the value of the product. And we worked like a team. Amazingly, within 3 months, I could advance that rank easily. But back then, I was thinking that no way I can grow faster if I don't step up to do a demo. You know, in the past, I did not have a lot of experience like speaking in a public at all. I was really afraid or scared of like public speaking. Even during school, like pharmacy school, I was really scared of that. But I was thinking that as a team leader, I need to step out the comfort zone.
Yes.
And to be a true leader. And you know, at the beginning, it's really like I would getting frustrated when I do a demo. You know, like Daniel Dimacali was outstanding in doing demo, as you saw, right? He's like excellent, phenomenal speaker for their Kangen water demo. And Bob Friedali, also my upline, we always share his video clip to every single one. But I thought like, okay, I'm a pharmacist. I need to learn the easy way. So I wrote it down like a script with the introduction, body, and conclusion, how to edify Kangen machine at first, and then do the 3 units properties Kangen water machine, and then talk about the 7 different types of water, and with the conclusion, why is why this medical device is need to be invested for the health. On the other hand, I need to learn the easy way how to explain Enagic compensation plan, about the 8-point patented compensation plan and the 6A2, 6A2.2.3 bonuses and monthly award. So that's how we attract a lot of people. Of course, your prospect would like to purchase the Kangen machine only 50%. The other 50% to make the chemical reaction happens, you are the catalyst. You need to mention about the business opportunity. And most of the time, you do mention that, you know, you own the machine. This is also like investment for your health. But on the other hand, it could be your ATM machine. It depends on how much you want to withdraw from your ATM machine. The company make the Kangen water machine already. You don't need to stock it. If you know the secret, the key, how to open the gate, how to open the bank, the Enagic bank, and get all money, it depends on you. So that's how I keep teaching and coaching my team. Do it the same way, easy way to duplicate. I don't give them a lot of information about like technical information or too much knowledge about the scientific study, not at all. I only give them very basic knowledge to understand the 3 units product from Enagic, which is Kangen water machine, Ucon, turmeric supplement, and Anaspa. And we are the product of product. And if you don't experience the product, you cannot share your story to your prospects, right? Yes. And a lot of people tell me like, okay, I'm an expert in direct selling, whatever. They may have the store with the traditional business, they sell other stuff, they're very good at it. But I told them that if you don't experience this product, you can't share. And it won't be successful, not like traditional business. So we keep convincing our team members using 3 products on a daily basis.
Amazing.
And we also have the very phenomenal business strategies that could grow the team, that they can have not only one account, but also the 2 or 3 accounts. That's why I told you that we do have 400 6A accounts, not 400 6A distributors, okay? 400 6A accounts, because some of them might own 3, 4, or 5 accounts with all like Ukon units or Anaspar or Kangen water machines. So get back to you. Any other questions?
Okay. Dang. Okay. Before you go on, so guys, did you listen? What? I'm not sure. I'm not even taking notes, but I've got a photographic memory. Okay. So there's one point that Dang mentioned just now that I want you all to really digest and really put it into action if you have not. The 50% of what you are going to share with Enagic, whether it's the, whether it's the product, the health and all that, is good. But did you remember he said that other 50%, the catalyst, is the business. And this is, guys, this is what I noticed the flaw in a lot of people. Many people I notice, majority can do a demo, majority, okay? I'm not saying a good demo, but can. But I know when it comes to marketing plan, business plan, many, 90% don't know. Not only they don't know, they rely on somebody to do that. Guys, if you want to be the next Dang Nguyen or you want to be the next Gary Gan, you need to be an expert in a plan. Spend one whole day today. If you need to take leave, you need to take whatever, spend your time learning and doing the plan. And the best way to do, and the best way to get good at showing the plan is to keep showing it. Do you agree with me on that, Dang?
A
lot of people want to be an expert, like they want to be a perfectionist, but they don't dare to try. When you don't do and you don't make mistakes, you cannot be good at something, guys. You cannot be just jumping in a swimming pool and become as fast as Michael Phelps. No way. You need to do it. So Dang is a living example. I'm a living proof. We have done it. We have shown it. I mean, guys, think about my case, I started Enagic when there is no office in Malaysia. Okay, that's like you are in an island, like nothing, okay. So, but how did we get good at what we are doing? We just keep doing it, even though at the beginning it was a mistake. I think I was telling people even some wrong information until like 1 year later, and then they tell me, "Hey Gary, you told me those things are wrong." I say, "I don't know." But that's how we learn, just keep doing it. That's why the saying, just do it. Okay, and then that's number one. Number two, if you notice, what Dang talks a lot is on duplication, guys. Remember, I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how, I don't know, how powerful you can talk. But if you cannot duplicate it to your people, you are still not making the big time. I'm serious, I'm telling you. I'm very sure Dang did not come to this stage doing it alone. I'm very sure Dang did not come to where he is now, having that 100,000 check on the convention hall in San Diego, doing it alone. And the same with me, okay? The reason that we are able to be where we are today is because we duplicated that system to our people. So it's that duplication, guys. Again, I want to repeat. If you, I don't know where you are right now, if you are already in Enagic for 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, whatever it is, and you turn around and nobody is behind you doing what you are doing, something is wrong. And therefore, you need to start doing something called duplication. All right? Okay, now coming back to that, since you mentioned about that multiple accounting, Dang, do you subscribe to what's that's very popular that has been going around the last, I don't know, 3-4 years? That's called the trifactor. Do you subscribe to that trifactor thing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I call golden triangle factor.
Wow.
So that's the business strategy. I normally call that golden triangle, okay? And with the Ukon and Anaspar, and as a pharmacist, I learned a lot about Ukon health benefits. So we have a lot of conference call about all the training class, talk about the Ukon supplement. And as you know, our Ukon is very unique, right? Phenomenal compared to any other Ukon out there in Asia or even in other countries. And when the people get well educated, they believe in the product and they take it on daily basis. And that's how you see it, like how it's grow. And imagine that if you do have like thousands of the family taking Ukon per day. It also brings a lot of sales, right? And a lot of people want to invest the money to the Ukon account. Basically, they're taking it every day instead of taking other Ukon or other supplement from other countries. As you know, a lot of supplement product is made in China, right? They're made in China. And of course, we are from USA, like you guys, you don't want to. But like, we are aware that our Ukon is 100% made in Japan, as you know, grown and harvested in Okinawa. And Ukon program is phenomenal. You know, at the beginning, I didn't know about the Ukon. I didn't know that Enagic also, you know, distribute Ukon supplement. I thought Enagic only make the Kangen water machine. Yes. But after I became 6A, and one of my dollars told me, oh, Dan, did you know have, you know that Enagic also have the turmeric essential oil, which is very phenomenal, is patented, is unique products. I studied on it, I decided to step in this program. Since I stepped in this program, I developed a golden triangle business strategies. And that's how my team members have 3 accounts. You know, on this business, we need to focus on 2 strong legs. I know in the past, a lot of team leaders might grow a lot of front line or horizontal front lines, whatever, but like me, when I look at the structures, I studied on it. I said, okay, I need to focus on 2 strong legs. And the Ukon DD or Ukon System program, it helping you a lot because you are the person who controlling the game. On 3 corners of the triangle, right? You can place the people under 2 legs on the other side. You can, it's very controllable, you know, it's not that hard. If you build a lot of front line distributors or horizontal lines, then you could be overwhelmed. You can control every single of them. So that's how we build a team. Like Gary and me, Gary is 6A3.5 and I'm 6A2.5, right? Yep. And we don't build a lot like 6A9.5 or 10. It's not necessary to do that, you know. But like my team, even though my title only 6A2.5, but the sales, July sales is almost 3,000 sales.
Wow.
Including Kangen water machine, Anaspa, and Ukon. So Ukon takes place about 35% of overall sales.
Amazing.
So
amazing.
That's how I do with my team. Yes.
Dang, I don't want to get too technical, but I just want to quickly, you don't have to explain it very detailed, but just some insight sharing from you. That 3 account, would that main account be a Kangen machine or like what people put at Anispa? What do you suggest? The main account.
The main account could be Anispa or Kangen water machine, but most of the time the Kangen water machine at first at the main account. And then they can build with the other one like Ukon and the other one Anispa. But Anispa in the future, in order to protect that account, we need to get another Ukon. Or someone should invest the Kangen water machine with 2 Ukon on the left and on the right as 1/8. It depends on, So, and you know, if you do have the Ukon, then it's ultimately protect itself and also protect the other main account.
That's true.
If you don't have any Ukon, then every 3 months you need to have the direct sale, right? It's going to mess up your system. So every single one who truly wants to work, who truly want to be successful in Enagic, most of the team member has at least 1 Kangen water machine and 1 Ukon underneath, DD program or DD or Ukon system. Yeah.
Then, since we are still on this topic, would you recommend this type of trifecta, or you call it the golden triangle, to everybody, or only to, you look at them, potential distributor, potential builder, or you also recommend this to, let's say, user, somebody that just maybe call you and say, I just want to use the machine, I don't want to do, what would you say? Would you only to the builder, or you just generally to everybody? What's your take on that?
Very good questions. It depends on your prospects. Depends on how much time you want to spend on it. And as you mentioned earlier, of course, potential business builder, we always mention about the triangle factor or golden triangle business strategies. But for the user, they only want purchase machine and go ahead to purchase the machine. Not necessary to get involved with the UConn if they don't want to do business, right? We can't force them. And also we don't want to get the bad damage to our system. You know, we don't want like, okay, we can't force them to do that unless they willing to do it, you know? So right. That's how we're doing right now. Of course, the potential distributors who truly want to have 3 accounts to be successful in 2 or 3 years. In my team, we do have a lot of team members have 2 UConn underneath become 682.3 on the left. The other one becomes 682.3 on the right. Then right. The upper one becomes 682.4. So right. Imagine that you earn multiple income from it, right? You earn multiple incomes from yes. 3 different accounts. So yes. Investing in UConn is like, for me, it's worth it. It's worth it. And anyway, you're taking UConn every day is for your health anyway, right?
I believe you have one very popular downline called Dimla. She's one of them, right? 2-3 and 2-4 together. Wow.
No, Gary and Yimla from my 17th level.
Wow.
It's not my direct, you know, downline. Right. It's deep yeah. down. But for my business, I was thinking whoever have a potential, whoever the star, you call them stars in the organization, you pull them out and work with them.
That's true.
Polish them. They're just like a diamond, right? You're the person who polish them, make them shine, make them sparkle. That's yes. That's how we do in this business. So a lot of like people like don't even care whatever out 8 points. They don't care about those outliers. But we could make a mistake because our stars could be deep down, 17, 20 level down. You never know, guys. Yes. So just look into your organization by monitoring your system, by watching the bubble 3s every day. You could tell who's going to sell the most in your organization. That's how I'm monitoring my system every single day, every like 2 hours every single day to monitor my system. And from there, I could tell who are potential one, who sell it the most, who has the team. I'm going to call them and coach them on the phone and ask them set goal and take action, keep motivating them to achieve their goals. That's how we came up like too many 682.3 in my organization. Whenever they ready to become 682.3, call me. I give them the plan. Which one could be moving to 6A? You know, so that's how we deal with it. That's how I'm doing it, guys. Very easy. I think it's Enagic is like compensation plan. The business strategy is so easy to be successful. I guarantee you guys, if you follow that guideline, if you follow that golden triangle, your success will come to you fast, really fast. If you take an action, massive action with your team, of course, with your team. Don't work by yourself. Don't ever work by yourself. Even though you're very smart, you're intelligent, if you're smart enough, if you're a good leader, you should gather all the gray matters, all intelligence from other people, from different backgrounds, from different classes in society. Not because I'm a pharmacist, I'm successful. In my team, we do have a lot of team members from like nail technicians or restaurant owners, or of course, we do have some healthcare providers, doctors and nurses, but majority of people in my team successful come from different backgrounds. And some of them not well educated. They don't have the even high school diploma or college degree at all, but they are so successful because they really want to be successful. They put their heart into it. They put the energy. They believe in themselves. They're willing to learn, and they're willing to cooperate with other team members. They're willing to listen to my guidance. That's how they came up with that success.
Yeah. Wow. Dang, you're really amazing. Guys, I can't stress this more. Network marketing, especially in Enagic. Okay, let me rephrase that. Enagic is part of the network marketing, but to me, and I'm sure to Dang, Enagic is the best platform in all network marketing. Okay, so let's generalize network marketing. Network marketing is one of those career that do not require any certificate. No. Hey, the guy that's talking to you here is a high school graduate. I started work at 19 years old. No, if you ask me for certification, yes, I got a lot from Tony Robbins, from, you know, all this. But high school, Nothing. Okay. The factor of how you're going to be successful in Enagic, okay, I specifically mentioned Enagic, is you must be a good copycat. Okay, in school, I'm sure Dang, you agree with me on this, right? In school, they do not encourage, in fact, they punish you for copying. But in the real world, especially in Enagic, when you are damn good in copycatting, you make it big. And the desire, the willing to do it, the willing to go all out, the willing to commit to your dreams, all these are important. Your certificate or whatever, your past. In fact, sometimes having too much qualification becomes your challenge, you know. And what Dang you mentioned is very true. There are some people in my group has nothing. They came from virtually nothing, no education, nothing. And the second thing that I want to share with you, for those of y'all who have some form of organization, look beyond your 8 points, guys. I know you know what I'm talking about, the 8 points. There are a lot of people who will not do much for the people out of their 8 points. That's the biggest mistake. That is the biggest mistake you will ever make in your Enagic career. Why? I'm not sure about Dang, but I believe he will agree with me. A lot of our superstar, my superstar in my group, was never my direct. And not even in my 8 point. Do you agree on me on that, Dang? A lot of your top performers today are not even within your 8 point. It's the same with me. I've got one guy that is producing like close to 100 machines a month in his group. And he's like 25 levels from me, guys. But listen guys. If you as a leader do not go all the way down there to help them, and that superstar will not appear. Even if they appear, they won't appear in your organization. So what Dang just shared with you all makes a lot of sense, guys. And that's the reason why, please pardon my language, and I'm not generalizing, I'm just saying on my point of view, the 8 point in Enagic is both a blessing and a curse. Blessing because the 8 point is so rich. You know, there are a lot of people I know that just make money off the 8 point. They are very happy selling 1 or 2 machines a month, like if they are 5A or 6A, you know. But it will not get you a great life, guys. So the curse is because of the richness of the 8 point, people forgot to look at that giant wealth that Enagic is giving you way out of the 8 point. And that's what you are seeing in Dang Nguyen today. Okay, and that's what you are seeing in me today. All right. Okay. So coming back, yeah. Sorry to derail a little bit more. Okay. Coming back to Dang. Dang, I'm very sure you. Okay. Before I forget, Dang, when did you join Enagic? Dang, as in
June 2015. I joined Enagic in June 2015.
Okay.
Awesome. 5 years ago.
You are 5 years old in this company, right?
I used to work I worked only part-time with Enagic for the first 3 years. So so I quit my job at a pharmacy, Walgreens pharmacy, like 2 years ago. Right. And spent more time on this business. But most of the time I work at home. Most of the time I work at home with my team and spend about probably about 20 to 25 hours per week. So that's amazing, right? That's amazing. I have no worry about they're driving my car to work to the pharmacy every morning. I spend 2 hours a day to commute back and forth, you know? Wow. So I love it because this business, I can control the time by myself. Nobody is my boss, you know? I am the boss for myself. I can manage the time easily. So I love the most from this business.
And guys, Dang just shared a very golden nugget. You can still be working, okay? It doesn't mean that you need to go full time, but of course, when you hit a certain mark, you have to. If you don't, then you will be going on reverse gear. So when you hit a certain mark, I strongly suggest when you hit the 6A with a group of organization, not 6A alone, not 6A selling all the machines yourself. If you hit a 6A organization with an organization, it's time for you to go full time. If you don't, you will start to see your graph going down because your commitment level is definitely not there. Okay, but what I would like to share and emphasize on this point where Dang mentioned is that you can still be working. He worked 3 months before he left his job, 3 months. But I want you to work I want you to work. Okay, listen, and this is what my mentor told me many years ago. When you're working your full-time job, have a part-time mentality. But when you are building your part-time fortune, have a full-time mentality. I don't know if you can get me on that. I want to say it again. When you are working a full-time job, have a part-time mentality, because that's your job. That's your just a over broke platform. Okay, some people are going to job and still being broke, right? But when you are building your fortune on a part-time basis, have a full-time mentality. My mentor told me, and this is exactly what I did that got me where I am, and I'm very sure Dang agrees with me on that. Even though there are days that I took sick leave for my full-time job, I still go for my meeting for my part-time business. Do you get what I'm saying? I could be sick. I could be having a fever, high fever, not going to work, my full-time job. But at night, I can still go for my part-time business. The reason is because my part-time business, I'm building my fortune. And there, my full-time job, you are building somebody else's fortune. So you must have that shift of mind. It's okay to work, but your mindset must be right. Okay, anyway, thanks so much for emphasizing that fact. Dang, you're amazing. Dang, I'm not sure about you, but I came into the Enagic business with that era of, I'm sure you hear a lot, especially your upline, I don't want to mention names, of people talking about giving water. You know, I came into the business where everybody is talking about, no, you don't need to sell anything. All you need to do is just give water, give water, give water, give water. What do you think about this method of constantly giving water? Does it work for you? And if it does, can you share with us, is there a method that you use to give water? Because here in Asia, I'm sure you came from Vietnam, so you also have that Asian mentality. In Asia, some people tend to take advantage of this water giving thing, you know. So I want you to share from your point of view, do you do it? And if there is any particular secret on how to give water. Over to you, Dang.
Very good question, Gary. Honestly, in the beginning, I share a lot of water, but like a month later, I figure out sharing the water is not always the key to be successful. For me, before sharing the water, we need to send your prospect the Kangen water demo, or you can do a live demo for them to see it. Okay, but I think it's only 10% in my team sharing the water right now. Only 10% team members sharing the water right now. Wow. Most of the time, when they do a demo, they close deals right away. They just close deals right away. They don't even wait to share the water. But sometimes you have to follow up your prospects, and then you might share the water. And in the past, I know a lot of mentors mentioned that we need to share the water, but a lot of prospects, a lot of people like take advantage of it, you know? They asking you to bring the water to their house like for over a month. They don't even say anything. No, it doesn't work that way, guys. We can't share the water. The maximum you can share the water like for 10 days. That's the maximum, okay? And if they decided to purchase it, then they're going to decide to purchase it. There's a lot of techniques how to close sales and how to follow up your prospects. By using three-way call with your upline to talk to those people. You don't ever talk or discuss with your prospect yourself. If someone listens to others who are your upline, who experience in this business, who experience in the Kangen water, just share a story that is going to impress your prospects. Mentally, the people will listen to the third party, they will think about that I'm going to impress them a lot. That's how I coach my team that don't share the water all the time, you know? Do a demo, close deals. Talk about the business opportunity and close deals.
Yes.
In the worst scenario, then you can share the water, but the maximum only 10 days.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right, Dang? Why would you want to keep giving water? I mean, our business is not becoming a water boy anyway. We are not water delivery boy or girls, you know. So I guess, I don't know, I'm just talking based on my point of view. I think a lot of people, either number one, they don't know how to close the sale, or number two, they don't dare to close the sale. I feel that there is challenges. So I believe, Dang, in your team, you do a lot of training on closing sales. So do I, my team, we do a lot. And guys, let me just share something with you. A lot of time, closing technique is a mindset issue. A lot of people have a wrong mindset, hard set about sales, and therefore they have this perception that, oh no, I'm not here to sell you something. I'm not here to make your money. I'm not here, you know, that kind of talk that keeps going into your head, you know. So, and I love it because when I see the other extreme of one of my upline called Cynthia Briganti, she's a queen. I'm sure Kuniko knows about this. You can see she's smiling. She's a queen. I've never seen a person closing Kangen machine like Cynthia. Somebody can just be massaging her leg, and you know the next thing she's not paying that lady, the masseur, the money, but that lady suddenly walks away with a Kangen machine. Can you imagine that? So, guys, we are not, today is just an interview, so today is not really like a training session. I strongly recommend and encourage you to get back to your team because, guys, today's session is open. I never restrict my participants. So, please get back to your team on how you want to polish your closing skills, because there is, like in my team, we do a lot of closing technique skills, okay? And it has a lot to do with the mindset thing. You need to change that. Once you change that, I tell you, your closing sales just like that every single day, all right? Okay, thank you, Dang, for sharing with us the importance. Yeah, and guys, it's just the same like Dang, it's just the same like me. We all tried many different ways. We are not saying that giving water is not the right way, okay? If it works for you, continue. No issue about that. But if it doesn't work, try to find a way that suits you, okay? But the point about this giving water, remember, I want to say this again. There are a lot of people have got this misconstrued idea that we need to be giving water like forever. There's no such thing. If there is a need to give water, it is basically to lead the prospect to a sale. If you somehow see at the end of the day that prospect, whatever you do, whatever, you can give them the free Kangen machine, they also will not buy from you. My suggestion, and I believe Dang's suggestion as well, is to walk away from that deal because it's not that right deal for you. Am I right, Dang? Do you agree with me on that?
I totally agree with you, right? Because sometimes the people are very stubborn, you know, they're very negative, and you try to fight against back them. You try to prevent them a lot of like informations, you know, but they just say no. They're not open-minded, you know. Why you spend your energy to convince them? Just skip them and move on to the next person. So, you know, I don't want you guys losing a lot of energy for that. You know, after sharing the water for 10 days, that's it. If they make a decision, go make a decision. Either like owning the Kangen water machine or step into the Enagic business. You know, that's how it works. Exactly what you talk, you know, all about the mindset. If you are ready, if you do have positive mindset about closing deals, just think about this, guys. Just think about this. Kangen water machine is approved as a medical device in Japan. And somehow it helps a lot of people to overcome their illnesses. I don't say that Kangen water is cure disease or treat diseases at all, okay? But imagine that our body is like an engine. We need to replace all the fluid, all the gasoline, the good gasoline. That's how we maintain the engine of our car. The same thing to our body. And if you do a demo, you show your prospect about the value of the water Kangen machine, you know, they say it lasts for over 25 years, you know, and our company offers the monthly payment without interest. And on the other side, they can do the business. Why don't they get into the business right away? Get it started, sign up, get the information, just sign it up. If you never ask, then they never say yes, okay? By the time it's right time to close deal, just ask for information. If you don't ask, people never give you information at all. That's why I keep telling my team, just ask. Because you think this medical device is valuable for the daily activity. They need to drink this water to help them. So we have to be confident about it. We have to believe in our products that bring a lot of benefits for them. So don't wait and don't think about it. You push them much. Okay, don't ever think about that. Just like I'm a pharmacist, you know, about the vaccine, right? Like right now, people waiting for the vaccine to get immunized.
Yes.
So I am a pharmacist. My daily duty giving a lot of immunization to my patients. I have the mindset that I need to convince my patient to get immunized, to get vaccinated, to protect themselves. The same mindset I apply to myself and my downline. You think it's necessary to own this machine as soon as possible to help them out. Why don't you convince them? Why don't you convince them to own this machine right now? What if something happens to them? Then they would regret, you know? So if you do have that mindset and you're going to feel confident in closing sales. It's just like I mentioned earlier, it's like a chemical reaction. You are the catalyst to make the reaction completely happens, right?
Amazing.
So that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Thank you. You just brought up a very good point. While you are talking, this message came to me. I believe it's from my boss up there. Anyway, my boss is called God. Okay. Like Daniel Dimekali likes to call his God his boss, right? Okay. So what I want to share, just to add on to what Dang has mentioned, remember guys, if you truly believe from the bottom of your heart that this water and the business is going to change the person that you're talking to, if you truly believe that it's going to change that person's life, then if that person walks away from that presentation that you did, not coming in, not buying, not becoming a distributor, you are to blame. I tell you why. Sorry for a very strong message. I say you are to blame because you have not done your very best to get the guy in. Probably because you yourself, your mindset thinks that what you have to offer is not up to the level. Now, think about this. If that person is a Dang Nguyen 5 years ago and you spoke to him, and if he didn't come in for whatever reason, because he will have his own mindset then, and you didn't take the trouble to push him all the way to make sure he comes in, can you imagine the injustice that you have done to Dang Nguyen 5 years ago? Looking at his success today, you would have done the injustice because you would have given Dang Nguyen 5 years ago today's life of amazing benefit, right? Number one. Number two, he would have probably, if you did not push him to be where he is today, he would have hated you because you have not pushed him. And look at where he is today. Number two, if you didn't push him hard enough, guys, guess what? Somebody else will push him and somebody else will get him. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't do this, it's okay. Nothing wrong. You don't have to listen to Gary. You don't have to listen to Dang. But if you don't do this, somebody else will. And somebody else will have a Dang Nguyen. Do you know what I'm saying? So from now onwards, burn it into your head. Make sure that you believe. Okay, if you don't believe, I can't help you. Okay, if you think Kangen water is inferior, the business is it's a scam, then I can't help you. Then just move away. Don't waste my time. Just go and do other things. Okay. But if you seriously, sincerely, okay, I want to see some interaction. How many of y'all think that Enagic Kangen water is the best water? The business is the most amazing. The company is solid. And the leaders are amazing. If you all believe, just give me a 1. I want to see give me some engagement. Give me a 1 if you all believe. Wow, so slow this morning. Hey, move your fingers, guys. Move your fingers. Give me a 1. Give me more 1. Come on, give me more 1 on the chat button there. Let me see. If you really believe that we have the best thing in the whole world, give me a 1. Guys, there's 80 over people. How come there's only 5 messages here? Come on. Guys, are y'all sleeping? How can you be sleeping with Dang on the show? Dang, the superpower of Vietnam, mega star in America. Come on, guys. Give me one more. One. Come on. Okay, anyway. All right. So anyway, thanks, Dang, for sharing that information, so that people know that, you know, guys, if you walked away from a presentation not having a sale, you really need to reflect on yourself. You know, there could be a Dang Nguyen there for you to sponsor and you didn't do your best. I'm telling you, you just reflect on that. That person that you presented and you walked away without having a sale could be a Dang Nguyen 5 years ago. So next time, before you leave, I don't care what you do. I've even seen this in my organization. I got one leader. He is so passionate. He's so good. You know what he said? He actually told the prospect, he says, if you don't buy, I'm going to cry in front of you. He actually said that. He said, you don't buy, I'm going to cry. And he is 60 over years old, guys. He's not a young guy, you know. 60 over years old. He said, if you don't buy, I'm going to cry in front of you. That's how passionate he is, you know. You don't buy, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to leave. You know? But hey, I don't care what trick you do. If that person you manage to get into your group and becomes a Dang Nguyen today, I don't care how much tears you shed for that deal, is 100,000% worth it, my friend. I don't know if you get this message, but if you do get this message, I'm sure today you start doing something, you will change your mind. Okay, anyway, sorry, I've overshot that thing again.
Gary, just let me tell you the story, Gary. Like
All right.
7 years ago, John Mai, who's my upline right now, he convinced me for 2 years, guys. He was trying to convince me for 2 years in order to make me go to the convention to open my mind. What if he did not follow up? What if he forget me? So he's gonna miss it, right? I could go with someone else, right? So do not ever like prejudge anyone, okay? Because the stars could be far away from them, behind your prospect, their relationship, the diamond could be far away from whoever you're talking about. Sometimes you could predict that, oh, this person not potential one, but you never know. Sometimes or somehow they might introduce someone who are very potential, who's going to be like a star, a big star like me. So do not ever judge anyone. Do not ever predict anyone. Just try to convince, close deals, whoever. Don't ever think that this machine only the rich people can afford. The poor people, if they see the value of it, if they see the opportunity, they would step in this business. That is the success keys. Let people get involved into the business, then you grow in that. You grow them from there. And when they get in, they're going to try to do the business with us also, right? If they just staying outside the door, then nothing going to happen, right, Gary?
Amazing. Guys, I call this FU. Sorry, it's not a bad word. FU. Okay, follow up, guys. Follow up. How many of y'all has missed mega stars like potential Dang Nguyen in your group, Gary Gunn in your group, Jeffrey Leong in your group? How many of y'all have missed out because you forgot to follow up? And that guy that you forgot to follow up is probably on the way to becoming a 682-3. So guys, if you are going to not know what happened the whole session today, listen to what Dang and Gary is telling you now. Look at your phone book. I mean, phone book, not the manual one. Look at your phone right now. Go through those people that you have spoken to and look for those that has not come in yet. Maybe now is the time. Why? Because those days there wasn't COVID-19. There wasn't coronavirus. Probably their business, their career was still going high and mighty. Today, they are probably wondering where is their next meal going to come. So please go and do a follow-up, because you never know, there is going to be a Dang Nguyen there waiting for you guys. All right? But remember, if you do it and you get some success, remember to buy this handsome guy a nice meal, okay? Just joking. Anyway, thank you once again, Dang, for bringing that awesome, amazing advice to everybody. Now, the other topic that I like to get your views, maybe you can share with the listeners, is, you know, lately, the last 3 years, or maybe the last 2 years, 3 years, yeah, we start to see a wave of different strategy of doing the Kangen business, especially in the internet world. I'm sure you heard, right? All these young guys, Matthew Jang, Balas, and you know, I forgot the guy's name in Australia, but these guys are really killing it on the internet, bringing sales like crazy. What's your point of view about this new marketing model, internet marketing? Are you doing it? Do you potentially see you'll be doing it? And what's your view about this internet marketing with Enagic? Come.
Each leader has their own different ways to do the business. Right. My point of view is I don't absolutely support that program. For me, for this business, it's like a face-to-face interaction or relationship is more effective because we sharing the product and then we sharing the opportunity. But what if you attract people while giving out the business strategies that not directly mention about the value of the business? So I'm just scared that, of course, you might attract a lot of people at the beginning, but later on it could cause somehow damage to the image of the leaders. That's my point of view. So in my team, I never allow any of them doing that, like internet marketing. Of course, you can do like regular, like sharing your story or advertising the product on Facebook or social media, but I don't want people to get trapped in those type of the, you know, like you heard about the Bitcoin one coin, right? So invest the money and to make the profit. But I never believe in those programs. So that's why I don't allow my team to do something similar to that at all. But of course, like I truly support if someone follow the right directions. And that's my point of view that, you know, share the water or share the stories, share their Kangen business opportunity to everyone. And even like Golden Triangle, we don't force anyone to go into that program at all, unless they are excited, they willing to work hard to achieve the goals. Then we can ask or we can offer them that strategies. But otherwise, we don't attract people like giving them some kind of the you know, scam. I could consider it scam network marketing that a lot of networkers out there doing it. So. Right. I don't know how you think about that, but my point of view that I wouldn't support. Of course, nowadays we most of the time we using internet marketing in an effective way. And one more time, I still love the way that our previous mentor, like Daniel Dimacali or Cynthia, that this business is like face-to-face business. It's like a relationship that we build, and we building the trust, guys. We building the trust. We don't want to rule out trust. We don't want to rule out image. So something like happening, we lose them all. So it's very important to build the trust. And for me, the success of the speed of success is equal to the speed of trust. So I always apply that mindset in my mind and always advising my team, coaching my team, doing the same thing.
Awesome, fantastic. Dang. If you get a chance to rewind, okay, let's say you got somebody gave you a time machine to go back, and you go back to 2015, like whatever you know right now, Golden Triangle, you are good in doing the demo, you know how to do everything. If you get a chance to go back to 2015, where you started as a 1A, what would you do differently? And what would you do?
Okay, very good question, Gary. If I had a chance to go back to the day that I signed up, I would go with the DD program or UConn DD or UConn Sysma program to build my triangle. Okay. So I know that a lot of my team nowadays, they're very lucky because we all know about that strategies. We all taught them about that. So if I have a chance, I would go back to build the UConn right underneath of the machine, Kangen water machine. And also, if I have a chance, I would start to learn how to do demo right away. Because back then, I didn't know how to do it all, guys. I was so like freaking out. Daniel, I was excellent out there. I said, oh my God, I was just dreaming what, you know, one day I'm going to be like him. But since I saw a lot of people like doing demo, I learned from them very basic things. And then I think if you guys truly believe in this business, you should learn everything. Of course, you need to have the beliefs in the product first, okay? Very important. Secondly, you need to learn all about the machine. I don't ask you like being too technical or learning all the clinical study. No, not like that. Just learn the basic knowledge that you're going to apply for yourself so that you have a chance to explain to your prospects. And thirdly, you have to learn how to explain the compensation plan and share the opportunity to everyone. So I think I'm fortunate that I recognized early that I needed to build the two strong legs instead of the building too many upfront legs, you know. So
Right.
I caught it at that moment because I had experience in the other network already. So I figured out the game. I saw the map problem right away. So that's how I came up with two strong legs and keep supporting them all the way to be successful like this.
Amazing, amazing. So guys, you've heard what Dang mentioned, right? If he get the chance to go back, he will learn about the two, he called it the golden triangle. Many people call it the trifecta. Some people call it the Trinity program, whatever. But you and I know it's a A, B, and C, okay? So that is one thing you want to consider. If you are new, if you are building this business, you may want to consider. We are not going to too technical how you are going to place it. Please talk to your group, talk to your leaders. If you are in my team, we have our regular sessions where we actually teach you how to do the structure. So if you are in Dang's team, you talk to him, all right? Second thing, learn the demo. Learn, of course, yeah, of course, I'm a huge believer in leverage. To be very honest, I don't do the demo myself today, okay? Either it's done through a video or it's done through some of my people, because now I actually have the luxury to actually get people to do it for me. But if you are doing the business, like, can you imagine if you want to start a restaurant business and you say, I don't know how to cook, and you rely on a cook to cook, you will be cooked. You'll be cooked, I'm telling you. Okay, if you want to start a restaurant business, you don't know how to cook, you don't want to learn how to cook, you rely on a cook, you'll be cooked. Okay, number two, learn the demo. And the third thing is so important, and a lot of people do not emphasize, okay, about this, is that you need to be a good presenter of the marketing plan. Why? Because your business is not to sell a machine, guys. Your business is to have a great life like Gary Gunn or Dang, okay? And having a great life, you need to bring people in to do what you do, to build the business. So you need to be good in showing, because people are going to come in and do the work if they can see the money, and the money is in a plan. So learn how to show the plan. Now, coming to the plan, Dang, I want to ask you a question, and this has been asked by many people for so many years. Like for yourself, to a new people, let's say I'm a new person today listening to your presentation on the plan. Mm-hmm. Do you show me just the 8-point, or you go all the way to like -3, -6? What's your take on that? I'm a new person and you are first time showing me the plan.
I normally go all the way.
Wow.
I normally go all the way, and my downline do the same thing. We go all the way from 1A to 6A, and also give them the vision. Why this business is going to give you residual income? If you become 6A2, 6A2.2, 6A2.3, you got monthly and quarterly bonuses, right? That's the key. So if someone see that, okay, if they build a team, if they have the big team, then they're going to get a residual income from it. That's how you leverage your income. And if they see that vision, at the beginning, they will have the concept to build the teams, not selling the products only. If you only explain about the 8-point patented plan from Enagic and stop at 6A, they won't see that vision. They don't see that future, that they need to build a big team in their organization. So in every training, I always coach my downline that they need to explain from A to Z, from the 1A to 6A2.3. To see that, of course, our goal is to become 6A2.3, right? Everyone wants to get into that destination to become 6A2.3.
Yes.
So at that level, you could be officially retired. I guarantee that. Remember that this is a multi-million-dollar business, guys. We need to invest our times, our gray matters, our energy into it. Remember that in order to become a pharmacist in USA, I have to spend 8 years in school to get my doctorate degree in pharmacy, but to earn only 100K. But this business, you could make more than that. That reason why, you know, 2 years ago, when my income like way over the pharmacist, I quit right away. I terminated my boss. I told him that I'm going to terminate you, okay? I make decision. I quit my job. And he's so surprised that, oh my God, there's a lot of people looking for your position. Why you quit your job? I told him that I do have another business that truly bring me time freedom and financial freedom, which is Enagic. Get back to you, Gary.
You're amazing, Dang. What I call that action of leaving your job to your own freedom, I call it sack your boss. So I don't tell them to resign. I said, hey, it's time for you to sack your boss. it makes it so fulfilling, right? After so many years of torture, then you get to sack your boss. Well, in a way, looking back, since you mentioned about this, I still remember that real beautiful feeling when I sacked my boss about like what, now it's 16 years ago. Yeah, I sacked my boss 16 years ago. And guys, seriously, if you are still working, nothing wrong with working, but let me tell you, Dang and myself will agree on this point that the view on this side of the world is so much more beautiful, seriously. And it's not as scary and a lot of people think. Seriously, guys, I mean, you have 2 hands and 2 legs and you have a mind that is so amazing. You don't need to work for anybody, seriously. If those of you who are watching this, give your time a deadline to sack your boss. If you are still working for people, seriously. Your freedom is worth more than whatever amount your boss can pay you. I'm telling you this. I want to say it again. Your freedom is worth more than any amount your boss can ever pay you. So forget about working and start focusing on your freedom. All right. So, okay. Now, coming back to the question that, Dang, you came from a previous network marketing, just like me. I've always been involved. I grew up in a network marketing family. I remember even as a young 7-year-old kid, I was already on stage, you know, somebody called me to speak and all that. So I believe you have done some form of networking prior to Enagic. So can you tell from a perspective of, okay, before Enagic, how many network marketing did you got involved in before Enagic, Dang?
Before Enagic, I joined only one network company.
Okay,
so
just one.
I think I'm lucky because I don't get involved too many networking business out there. Because sometimes when you get, or you're doing too many network at the same time, it's not a good idea at all, guys. So sometimes like when you involved in that networking and you quit and then you talk to people a lot on the other network, probably the people won't trust you. But I think I'm fortunate that I know Enagic right after I quit the other one. Actually, when I was struggling with the other network, and I found the light in the tunnel with Enagic. So only one network prior to Enagic business.
Awesome,
yes.
Awesome. You know, Dang, when you mention this, it is very true. However, I just want to add something, Dang. Not many people are as fortunate as you that after the first one, the second one is Enagic. Some people actually went through a lot of, I don't know what you call it in English, but in Chinese, okay, in English, there's a saying, many people actually went through a lot of difficulty before they find the best thing, you know? Like, you know, there are some people who went into money game, then they went into something, then it became a scam, then the company fall down, the leaders cheat them, and all the funny thing before they end up with Enagic, right? So guys, if Enagic is your first or second company, you should be every day going up to the, looking up the sky and thank your lucky star, man, because you know what, Enagic is the best, but don't just listen from me. Okay, so Dang, I want to ask you, coming from a previous network marketing, which is your first one, and then now with Enagic, can you just tell me, okay, can you just tell me, what do you think of Enagic as a company and the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? How is it different from the previous one that you were involved in, from your own perception? Can you share with us?
Okay. Thank you for asking me this question. Enagic is not the most profit bringing it to Mr. O0. It's not the best MLM company out there. But the thing I like from Enagic is that, you know, Mr. O0 very generous. He giving out all commission. If you do calculation, 8 point is equal to like 50 to 54% of the cost of the machine. And on the other hand, Mr. O0 giving out another 15 to 20% to the 6A bonuses, 6A 2.2.3 bonuses. It's added up together, it's about 70%, guys. 70% of the overall cost. And Mr. O0 like giving out, like paying for employee, the engineer who make the machine, to the staff who manage the office. He get me probably about 2 or 3%. Compared to other MLM network company out there, they get a lot of profit back. Even though they advertise that they're giving out like 45%, but they have all corporation. That's why sometimes they do have a stock market, but where the money goes to is go to their pockets. It go to those corporation people out there, not for distributors. On the other hand, other network company out there have a strictly monthly complications. For example, you need to maintain your group sale per month. If you cannot maintain your group sales, you might lose your title. I remember the other network they normally call, if you go to executive, ruby, or diamond, or blue diamond, those are the names. They exaggerate the names of the title, you know, that attract you. But in reality, those titles don't make you get the money, okay? A lot of people like stuck in that situation that they have to keep stocking a lot of product in their house. They spend a lot of money for it, and it came up, they quit. But whenever they quit, they sigh, they scared to talk to other people, and other people get into that tunnel again. But Enagic is different. Mr. O0 philosophy that he truly wants us to share this water, to help all family people out there, to help a lot of families in the world to have the Kangen water machine. He only make a little profit, 2 or 3% back, all of his profit for the charity. And that's why I appreciate a lot Mr. O0 philosophy. And this business is truly the best MLM network company out there. Because why? It does bring a lot of true help to us, which are physical help, financial help, and mental help, right? It's like me. If I'm still a pharmacist, if I'm still working for Walgreens, I'm to work up to 65 years or even more, 70 years and older. When I retire, I will live until 80 years old or not. I have a 5 or 10 years to enjoy my life. Why don't you enjoy your life right now, right? I normally say, don't work hard, work smart. And Enagic is the best vehicles that could fulfill your dreams. As long as you put your heart, you put your beliefs into this business, set goals and take action every day. I guarantee absolutely you will reach the top. And do not ever give up, guys. You see Gary again and myself, we're from different background, right? You're not a pharmacist, I'm a pharmacist, but our team member, like, not a pharmacist, they're not healthcare providers. They are successful. This business brings equal opportunity to everyone who from different background, from different classes, different genders. No matter you're young or old, you're still able to be successful. And that's I love the most from Mr. O0. And my mission is that helping my team to achieve the goals as I do right now, because your downline success is also your success. You need to support your downlines. And on the other hand, keep inviting people to the event, keep going to the Gary Zoom every week, or go to the conference call every week to learn the knowledge, to learn all the skills that the top leader want to give it to you. Why not? It's free training, right? It's free. Remember that in order to become a pharmacist, you have to spend $300,000 for free tuition in USA. Then you're stuck with student loan. You have to pay it up for 30 years. Basically, you have to pay $2,000 per month. That's why a lot of new grad pharmacists right now, they're struggling for it. They're struggling to pay for the student loan in this situation right now because, you know, their budget hours are cutting down. They don't offer the 30 or 40 hours a week anymore. And don't ever wait. Take action. Set goal and take action daily because I believe action produces result. Okay? Get back to you, Gary.
Thank you, Dang. Wow. Dang, you know what? I'm just getting a lot of overloading information. You are amazing, man. You keep, you know, in Chinese, there's a saying, what you did just now was you keep putting a lot of money into a lot of people's pocket. So that's why you are so blessed. So we're so blessed to have you here today. Guys, just to add on to what Dang has mentioned just now, Enagic, to be honest, I mean, yes, it's not a perfect company. But then again, tell me, where is there a perfect company? Even Microsoft is not a perfect company. Even Apple is not a perfect company. No company is perfect. If you talk in terms of comparison with all the different network marketing company, maybe you cannot be, I don't know, maybe you cannot be a billionaire in Enagic, maybe. Or maybe you can, I don't know, but maybe you can't. But if you were to look at the heartbeat of the company, and I always like to say this, I endorse this from Bernard Chen, Singapore, my upline. And he says that if you look at the whole Enagic plan, from the 1A to 6A, all the way to 6A2-6 or whatever, you will see Mr. Oshiro's heart inside the plan. You will see it. If you really pay attention, you will see his heart inside that plan. And I'm not going to go to the technical part, but I want to say that if you still think that Enagic is not that perfect company for you, my suggestion is try doing other companies, and then later you come back. Then you will know, then you will know how, wow, I tell you, I told you, right? I came from a network marketing family. I've seen all sorts of company. I've experienced all sorts of plan, but I've never seen a company like Enagic. I'm not telling you this because I'm a 6A2-5. I'm not telling you this because I'm very close to Mr. Oshiro. I'm not telling you this because I have 9 years with this company. No, I'm telling you this because I personally experienced this. Okay, I just quote a few examples. Philippines, a few months ago, a few years back in the Philippines, I am blessed to say that I have close to 70% of the entire Philippines market for Kangen. And something like 3 years or 4 years ago, the Philippine Kangen business went through certain problems. Okay, certain problems. Those Filipinos who are on this call, you know what I'm saying. We call it the tsunami period, you know, the dark ages.
Yes.
And Enagic literally lost so much money, you won't imagine. It's not 7 figures, guys. It's 8 figures. 8 figures Enagic lost. Do you know Enagic never walked away from Philippines? Do you know they even continue to maintain that super huge high-tech office in the heart of BGC, the most expensive city in the whole Philippines? That's how the heart of Enagic, number one. Number two, those of y'all who knows, during the COVID-19, the coronavirus, how many companies has already shut down, laid off staff? How many companies has already do something to do streamlining? Enagic never fails to pay. Am I right, Dang? Enagic continue to pay you, right? And am I right? Okay, guys, if all of y'all who is due for commission and you got your commission, give me a 5 on the chat. Let me see how many of y'all. Give me a 5 on the chat button. Press a 5. Nobody? Wow. Nobody or everybody sleeping? Only one, Andrew Chong. Catherine So. Who still got commission during the COVID-19? You are supposed you are due to get it. Give me a 5. Cannot be only so little, right? There are 76 people. There are only like what? 10 people? Hey guys, wake up, man. Okay. Do you know I'm not doing any income claims. I'm not telling you anything, but every morning I go out there to my balcony overlooking that beautiful rainforest over there. And I thank God because even during COVID-19, Enagic continues to pay me a 6-figure income every month, where people are already like, oh my God, Enagic choose to pay. Seriously, I mean, you think about this, as the owner of the company, Mr. Oshiro can give you 101 reason, pay you later or not pay you during coronavirus. I mean, it's normal. Everybody does that, right? But he chose because his heart is with you. There are 100 more reasons why, if you were to ask me one day on a private session why Enagic is the best, I will share with you. But if you guys are new, probably you have still not come in, somebody invited you to listen to this Zoom. Seriously, you think about this. You are face to face with the biggest heart owner and company in the world, in the planet Earth. If you don't take it, Enagic is still going to flourish. If you don't take this opportunity, people like leaders like Dang and myself is still going to enjoy our great life, helping all the people in the world. But if you don't take it, the biggest loss is you. Is no one else, okay? It's you, okay? The last thing you can do is just come in and give your best shot. If you don't make it, start changing. But the last thing you want to do is walk away from this opportunity that could literally change your life like it has did for Dang and myself. All right, Jeffrey, are there any questions on the text message? Because we only have half an hour left for Q&A. Are there any text questions?
Yes, we have 2 questions on the floor right now. Should we do the Q&A now?
Okay.
Okay. We have one question from Mike C. What is the most effective way to convert other network marketers into Enagic?
This is a very good question, Jeffrey. The most convincing way to pursue or ask the other people to join Enagic by understanding the other company compensation plan. Like me, I used to work for the other network. I understand those compensation and products so well, you know? So the way that I recruit them by sharing what they are struggling, most of the time, other people from our network, they don't show you the real face. They're just hiding it. They say, oh, I'm doing very well, you know? But I could tell that they're struggling. I just tell them the truth. So that reason why I attract a lot of people from the other network I used to work. So I think in other way to convince them by understanding that the other company products, what's their monthly qualifications? Do they need to stock a lot of products in their house, in the garage? Or what if they move to the higher rank? What if they cannot maintain it? Are they going to lose your title? So when you lose the title, then they start over again, you know? But our Enagic is different than other MLM network out there. We never lose our rank at all. We never lose our rank at all. And all the sales are accumulated, you know? So we never lose the sales in our organization. We keep moving forward and forward, moving on and on, up to the rank 682.3. But other networks out there, they strictly, you know, you can't maintain your group sales. You can't maintain your title. You stress out all the time. I remember was working for the other network, I stressed out all the time. And like by the 20th of the month, I use my credit card to purchase extra product to maintain my group sales. So eventually you don't make a profit from it, you know? You're losing the money from your saving account. So that's, I'm asking them, if you tell me you make the money and then show me the way how to make money over there. And most of the time I turn it away, and that's how I recruit them from the other network. So in general, you need to know their compensation plan and their product first. Understand what they're struggling. If they're doing well, then it's hard to convince them. But I'm sure that a lot of them struggling in the other network. And that's how you convince them, how you recruit them in your organization. Okay?
Amazing,
wow.
Dang. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. I just to add to add one thing about what Dang has mentioned, again, I'm not here to criticize, but sometimes I like to think of those other network marketers in that company. In fact, it's not just network marketing, even insurance, okay? Even insurance agents, insurance agency manager. You know, a lot of these people, I'm not sure if it's hype or anything, they drive big cars. Some Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati. Oh, but, okay? There's a 3-letter word called but, B-U-T. When you look at their lifestyle, it's very stressful. They are just like the duck, you know ducks, right? If you look at the duck on the top of the water, they are like, wow, very nice, very graceful, you know, the duck, you know. But down there, it's like, you know, seriously, I've networked with some of these very top people, and wow, the way I look at their lifestyle, nothing near us. Nothing, seriously. I'm sure, Dang, you agree with me, right? Nothing near us. I mean, we don't make $1 billion. Seriously, I don't make $1 billion. But look, I mean, look at the, I don't know what you call it. Yeah, I call it the great life. Look at the great life aspect. Okay, great life aspect. It's truly, I can see Kuniko is like, yeah, you know, very right. So it's really true, guys. We are in the best thing that has ever happened in our life. Okay, Jeffrey, next question if you have.
All right, from Kuniko, then what inspires you now?
I think the thing I like from the business is, you know, why I quit my pharmacy career, why I give up my pharmacy career, because you know, I love the mid or zero philosophy. And, you know, as a pharmacist, I cannot convince others to become a pharmacist like me. But with Enagic Business, I believe this is the best vehicle that transforms many lives out there, that helps a lot of people from very normal class into society to be successful. That's inspired me a lot, okay? And one more time, the true help from the Enagic that changing many lives out there. Many lives out there has been changed since they drinking water, since they get involved into the business. And as Gary mentioned earlier, all the networker out there could make the good money, but they don't have the things that they don't feel. Sometimes they stress out all the time. They don't feel happy. But with our Enagic, look at Gary, look at me. We all feel happy, right? We feel energetic because we're drinking water, Ukan, every day. We feel like we never getting old. And the same thing with our downlines, they believe in the canned water. They believe this water helps a lot of people getting healthier by using the canned water. They believe with the financial freedom that would help people out there who are struggling with their traditional business, who are struggling with the financial crisis at the moment with the pandemic, right? Pandemic is getting worse and getting worse. But with our Enagic, we could do at home, and this is a home-based business. Everybody can do it. Like me, I'm stuck in my house for 6 months already, but I have to make the money. Like hundreds of people in my team make 6 and 7-figure income per year. I don't mean like medical claim or income claim right now, but to be honest, just share you, the money is the real thing in the business. So that's why I'm asking other people from other networks, show me the money. Show me your lifestyle. You make the money, but you stress out the time. You don't have the true health like Enagic, which are physical health, mental health, and financial health, right? And that's the key. That's I love the most. And no other jobs out there, no other company out there can compare to our Enagic company, to be honest with you. Even you become a pharmacist, you become a doctor, healthcare providers, you only help the people to treat disease, but you don't have enough time to educate people how to prevent diseases and illnesses. We're working for Enagic, we're sharing the water, we're helping a lot of people over there to be healthier, to improve their quality of life. And this business truly helps people all around the world. And I believe in that. I strongly believe in that. And I want you guys keep believing in our products, in our company. Believe in yourself. If you keep setting your mindset that you could be successful, then you will be successful. Okay, get back to you, Jeffrey.
All right.
Before Jeffrey, before you go on, while Dan was sharing, I again got a message from my boss, so I need to deliver his message before he penalized me why you didn't deliver my message. Okay. Anyway, listening to Dan, I realized something that it could be a big message to some of y'all, and I want y'all to really, really digest this information because it may just change your Enagic business. You see, Dang has been a pharmacist for most of his career. He studied as a pharmacy, he practiced as a pharmacy, and even when he came to Kangen, he was still a pharmacy. 3 months later, he quit. But if you looked at what Dang shared the last so many hours, he didn't go into any technicality with the product. Okay, so again, I want you to listen. If you came from a medical background, pharmacist, you are a doctor, a vet, a scientist or what, a lot of people tend to have that ego of saying that because I came from a pharmacist, I'm a pharmacist, I'm going to do my business as a pharmacist, like a pharmacist. That means I know more than you. Now that, my friend, is the biggest problem and the biggest mistake you will ever make in your network marketing career. Am I right, Dang?
Correct.
Yes.
I normally left my ego at the door, you know. Most of the time I have the mindsets ready. Of course, I need to sell 10 people, but only one of them accept what I'm selling. I'm successful already, guys. And when I talk to my prospect, I use their language. I don't use the knowledge of the pharmacist or doctor to talk to them. I'm going to put myself into their level to build the relationship with them. So they're going to feel comfortable. Then you talk about all scientific study and so on. And it's hard to understand. Some people have like 5th or 6th grade knowledge. How could you understand you're saying, right? Yes. And that's how I build the trust with my prospects. And that's how I build the trust, the relationship with my team members. So most of my team members, like, they love me because I'm very easy, approaching and coaching them in the correct way. And for me, I treat everyone equally, no matter they are pharmacists, doctors. When you get into the business, you have to go to school. You have to learn step by step to be successful like me. So I told like many healthcare providers that, you do have the advantage that because you have the knowledge of pharmacists, but in order to be successful, you still have to learn. No matter what, you have to learn. Like me, when I just started, I have to learn from A to Z. I learned all the secret tips, or the success tips from other top leaders, and figure out a way how to make it efficiency, and use the same technique and apply it to my downline to duplicate the systems. Amazing. So when I presented, I don't talk like a professor in the university. I know I don't use all the terminology or so in the evidence of scientific study, not at all. I use the layman term language all the time. So that's how people love me because of that. So by the way, I would like to say thank you so much for my team who always support me all the way and who understand me and get along and accompany with me. And I believe all together, we all achieve our goals.
Amazing, Dang. So what I was trying to say just now with the confirmation of Dang is, please leave your ego. Like what Dang says is very true. Leave your ego at the door. Network marketing is a different animal. And I want to repeat again, Enagic is a network marketing company, guys. Stop kidding yourself. Stop trying to deny it. Nothing wrong with network marketing. Nothing wrong with direct sales. Nothing wrong with MLM. Nothing. The only thing that's wrong is what's going in your head or your perception about MLM, direct sale, and network marketing. Nothing is wrong with this industry. So Enagic is a network marketing company, And therefore, you need to play the network marketing rules. And therefore, you, like what Dang said, you need to learn again, go back to school. So the biggest problem I notice, a lot of people, they wear their professional cap and they come to Enagic. They talk like as if they are a chemical specialist. They talk like they are a dentist, a doctor, a pharmacist, a nutritionist. And that's where your problem starts, because our business is about the people. Our business is about the money, it's about the plan, it's about the freedom, it's about the lifestyle. The product is just to justify a business, guys. And that's the reason why a high school graduate like me can make it, because it doesn't require me to know like Dang as a pharmacist or a medical doctor or a scientist. I don't need that. As long as I can work well with people, as long as I'm excited about getting my freedom, as long as I have the right attitude, the right character, I learn the business, I will make it. So this message, I'm not sure if it will touch any one of y'all, but if you are still holding on to your profession, because guys, seriously, if your ego of having that professional cap on, not many people can do what you do. That's the problem. What you want in your Enagic business is even the street sweeper can do what you do, you are success. But if you need a college professor to understand what you are talking, then you need to see me. Or you need to see Dang. you are in the wrong business, okay? We are not in the Elon Musk, SpaceX or Tesla business, okay, guys? If you want to buy a Tesla and SpaceX, you need something different. But we are in a business where a lady that sells fruits in the wet market can do it. The nail spa technician can do it. Okay. Jeffrey can share with you, he got some people that virtually zero knowledge in anything. Okay, zero knowledge. I've got some guys in the Philippines that just came out from school that can do it. Okay. So please take your professional cap, put it aside, put on the Enagic cap. The Enagic cap means you need to learn from day one. You need to learn how to do the business correctly from successful people like Dang. Okay. So, Jeffrey, are there any questions? Because we need to like wrap up in 5 minutes time.
All right. From Andrew Chong.
Technical things no need. Like I saw some people asking about closing technique, all that. Sorry guys, today is not a training session. You need to get to a team. If you don't have a team, then feel free to join my team or Dang's team, you know, but seriously, those are very important. That's why building a team is very important in Enagic, okay? If you are still a lone ranger, don't know who is your upline, downline, sideline, and all those kind of things, please go and get connected to a team, okay? Go and get, because training is very important. If you don't have a right team, what you are doing. Okay, sorry. Over to you, Jeffrey.
All right. From Win, team building advice, please. All right. Do you have any team building advice, Dang?
Yeah.
Maybe just one point, Dang.
For my team advice is make it simple, easy to duplicate, and keep inviting people to training classes all the time. You know why? Like me, we normally have the training every Tuesday in Vietnamese or English, and we make like 8 different categories on 8 different sessions. For example, the first session, we will teach the downline how to do a demo or how to edify Kangen water machine and how to close sale, and keep go on like that. That make it simple, very simple way. Don't make it complicated, guys. Do not ever exaggerate and make it complicated. To follow the success steps from your top leaders. To follow, copy, like Gary, to take photocopy. Don't exaggerate or don't create like all your ways to make you feel like smarter than others. No, don't ever do that. Whoever successful in your team, to follow their footsteps, okay? And follow the guidance, because your upline only wants to be successful. They don't want you like go down, not at all. Don't ever think about that. Just follow your leader's footsteps, and also make it simple. Don't make it complicated by opening a training class, you know, like Gary normally do, like me, like my team always do like that. That's how we build a team. And remember that, treat everyone equally, because you never know the stars from where, from deep down, 18, 20 level, 100 level down. Keep motivating them, keep coaching them in the correct directions. That's how you make your teams grow tremendously. Like my team within 5 years, I'm so grateful that I have all talented leaders. I gather all the gray matters. If you're smart, you're intelligent. If you work by yourself, you are a dictator. You don't let other people to stand up, then you cannot build a team. Like me, I'm working behind the scene by coaching my team, by motivating my team members to step up to be a trainer, to be a speakers on those training classes. Give them the confidence, supportive all the way. And you will see the fantastic result come out with your team. And if you create 100 stars, 1,000 stars, imagine that what would you go really far in Enagic? 682.6.7 easily. That's what my goal is, to achieve 682.6 before global convention in June 2021. And we'll take a lot of 50 more people go to state to be recognized 682.3, .4, and .5. That's my goal at this moment. And I truly believe my team can do it. And you guys can do it together, okay? Do not ever afraid, don't afraid anything. Don't be scared of anything. The success door is always open for us. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Keep the fire inside of you and transmit the fire to others. Build up the energy, build up the trust. Everyone getting motivated, and we go really far in our Enagic company. Okay?
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Dang. Your final speech is really fantastic. Win, I hope Dang answered your question. Win is one of my top Vietnamese leader in Perth, Australia. I'm sure you know who she is, right?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Okay.
Great. Nowadays we do have a lot of pharmacist leaders.
Yeah, she's also a pharmacist.
Yeah,
amazing. Very. Yeah, so amazing.
A lot of pharmacists and nurses and doctors, but I think I'm the fastest growing pharmacist, and probably Nguyen and Dang and others pharmacists will be on state recognized as 62.3 and above. You guys try to convince all pharmacists in your team, okay?
Amazing, amazing. Okay, anyway, Dang, we have come to 1 p.m. Although I just want to continue this conversation and stretch it to another 1 more hour, but you know what, guys? I also need to go toilet, right? The Kangen hour, right? I don't know. You guys don't need to go toilet after putting in so much water into your body. I'm like, wow, Okay, anyway, guys, I got a good announcement that I'd like to share, but I want to get your feedback. There are 67 people on Zoom right now, and let me see how many is on Facebook right now. Facebook is on 73. So if you are on Facebook or Zoom, I want to hear your feedback on this thing. How many of y'all would want me to get this very amazing person to be on Zoom call the next interview with the stars? Okay? And this person, all of us will know him because all of us are his child. How many of y'all will want me to get Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro to be on interview with the star? Give me a 1. I want to see. If you don't give me enough 1, then forget it. I'll just go and choose other people, okay? How many of y'all would want Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? If you are on Facebook, you can also put a 1 for me. Okay, 2 there's no 2 hello. There's only 1 How many of y'all will want Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro to be on the Zoom call, and I'm going to interview him and to really dive deep into, of course, he won't be speaking English, guys. He will be speaking Japanese. My very good friend, Nick Nakao, will be doing the translation. But I will be interviewing Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro and dive deep into, wow, can you see this on Facebook? All the 1 is coming. Keep it coming, 1 on Facebook. Keep the 1 coming on Facebook. And because all this while we have been hearing so many things about the company from distributors. So I'm going to ask Mr. Oshiro, it's going to be like the once in a lifetime, you'll never hear a better interview than this, that I'm going to ask Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro, and it's going to be live, very upfront questions, why he is doing what he's doing and what's the heartbeat of him in the company. Okay, if you all really like it, I'm not confirmed that it's on. I'm actually in the midst of a discussion with him and the committee. But if it's on, it will be next month in September. The date I will finalize with all of y'all. I will reply. That's the reason why I asked y'all for feedback, because I want to know how many of y'all want to hear an interview with none other than our Kaicho. Kaicho is big boss, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro. Okay, but seriously, they are amazing couple. Amazing, amazing. Okay, and before I end, I also would like to make a very quick announcement. I'm not sure how many of y'all have already seen this, but this Thursday night in Malaysia, we'll be having Dr. Michael Donaldson. And this session is going to be amazing as well, because Dr. Michael is going to be sharing on the science of electrolyzed reduced water, ERW. Most of y'all have been for that talk with me and him couple of Thursdays ago, and we exploded the whole Zoom. You know, people was trying to come in with like 800 people and can't, and that video that was posted live on Facebook went up to 12,000 views. So you and I know that Dr. Michael delivers very good information for the product of Kangen. But having said that, the reason I'm doing it is just for knowledge, okay? You don't need to be a doctor. Guys, seriously, you don't need to be a doctor to do Kangen business. It's just for your knowledge. For those of y'all who wants to know more comforting knowledge about why this water is so amazing, you just have some passion to know it, you need to be there. It's this Thursday. This is Malaysia time, all right? This Thursday, it's the 13th of August at 8 p.m. Malaysia time, Perth time, Philippines time. But if you are in Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand, it is 1 hour before, which means it's 7 p.m. Of course, for our guys in the US, I think like Kuniko and Dang, it's like what, 5 a.m. in the morning or something like that. Okay, so but it's worth spend that hour. Just get up early in the morning. You know, it's really worth it. Dr. Michael really truly knows his stuff. All right, guys. So that's these two announcements that I like to make. Thank you for the support that you have given us all this while. Kangen Power Team is all about giving value. Okay, very simple. Some people ask me, Gary, what's your motive in doing this? Do you have some motives or this and that? I tell you very upfront, straight and direct. Okay, I have been truly, truly, truly blessed by this opportunity called Enagic. And of course, I've been truly blessed by my big boss up there called the Almighty God. I came from nothing. Most of y'all heard my story. High school graduate, virtually nothing. Sometimes may even wonder where is my next meal coming. And today I have the best thing life can ever offer to me. I call it the great life. So if there's one thing that I can do to give back to people, whether you are in my team, other team, or whether you are in Kangen, not in Kangen, I would like to do just that, okay? Because my currency is not money, my currency is blessing, okay? And the biggest blessing that I can get is to continue sharing my blessing to the world. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And because of Kangen Power Team as a platform, I'm able to touch many people's lives globally. So I'm telling you why we are doing what we are doing. And I'm so proud, I'm so happy and blessed that Kangen Power Team that is in about 25 countries all over the world, we are able to touch and impact lives. And the team members is just truly super amazing. Awesome. Guys, if you are listening, I'd like to thank you once again for always putting others first and putting serving, giving value as our biggest blessing in this world. All right. So that's why we are doing what we are doing. All right. So to end today's session, once again, I'd like to say my big heartfelt thank you, my grateful gratitude, and in sorry if I speak it wrongly, but in the Vietnamese language, cảm ơn to none other than our superstar, our star today, none other than Dang Nguyen, all the way from Los Angeles, from California of America. And just like our usual ending ceremony, I will unmute everybody. Let me put on a gallery view, okay? My boy wants to also come and say thank you. Come, Gareth, come here. My boy is here, okay? Yeah, see, Auntie Kuniko, everybody is saying hello to you. Okay, so I'm going to unmute everybody so that all of y'all can say a big thank you. And guys, I can see all the names there without your camera is rude, okay, guys? When you have a superstar there and you don't even on your camera, hey, guys, come on. Give some honor, give some respect, man. Eric, Lee Song Fong, Bin Nguyen, LL, you know, if you still don't want to on your camera, I need to remove you. Come on, our friend has just delivered 2 hours of his time. At least you can do by respecting him to turn on the camera, guys, seriously. Hey, turn on your camera. Lee Song Fong, Super Lee, on your camera. On your camera, please. On your camera. LL, who is LL? Judy, Tree Narit, I can only see the ceiling. Come on, guys. Hey, turn it on. Okay. Are y'all able to unmute yourself already? Are y'all able to unmute yourself?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Gary. Wonderful.
Thank you very much. Great information. Love it. Mala.
Great.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Jeffrey.
See all of y'all again.
Thank you. Thanks for a wonderful.
Thank you so
much.
Okay, let's have a group photo, guys. Let's have a group photo. Let's have a group
Nice
photo.
to have you.
1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, guys. See you again.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Don't want to replay of this recording, go to the Facebook Live, okay, at
Stay
Kangen Power Team.
safe.